Hello students, I welcome you to the online course of Botany class 12th. I am Abha Ranjan. I will be taking your botany classes. Let me introduce you to the course in brief. We will have 4 modules in our syllabus, namely reproduction, genetics and evolution, biotechnology and its application, and ecology and environment. We will cover each of them in depth and will have a doubt session after each module as per demand. So let us start with our first module, that is reproduction. So in our first module, we have 2 chapters in botany. First in reproduction in organism and second is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Let us start reproduction in organism. Introduction. The period of birth to natural death of an organism is called lifespan. Every organism has a specific average lifespan, which may be a few minutes to a few hours in case of microorganisms, or maybe thousands years. All higher plants and animals have longer lifespan. As compared to animals, plants have greater lifespan. Lifespan of living organism, both animals and plants, varies greatly. For example, lifespan of elephant is 60 to 70 years. In rose plants, that is 100 years. In dogs, it is 15 years. Cows, 20 to 25 years. Banana, 2 to 4 years. Banyan tree, it has greater lifespan, that is 400 years. In horse, the lifespan is 30 years approximately. Longest lifespan in animals is of tortoise, which is about 100 to 150 years. In flies, it is 30 days. Butterfly, it is 1 to 2 weeks. Sparrow, it is 5 years. And in parrots, it is 140 years. In some plants, some show maximum variation of their lifespan. Some annual plants complete their life cycle only in one season. The lifespan of this type of plant is only of a few months. For example, wheat has 3 to 7 months lifespan, or the lifespan of radish and other vegetables or plants, etc., is 1.5 to 2 years. Many plants show their lifespan according to environmental conditions. The lifespan of human being is 100 years, but however, its lifespan is considered 70 years according to 1988 to 95 World Bank report. In crow, the lifespan is 15 years only. So, the continuity of life on earth is achieved by the process of reproduction. Now we will study about reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction is a biological process in which an organism gives rise to young ones or offsprings, or we can say in short, the reproduction is ability of living organisms to produce new living organisms similar to themselves. Production of a new generation of individuals of the same species is called reproduction, which is the most important and one of the fundamental characteristics of all living organisms. Reproduction enables the continuity of species generation after generation. Understand? Types of reproduction. Reproduction is normally of two types. First, asexual reproduction, and second one is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. It is the reproduction by a single parent without formation of gametes, or asexual reproduction is the reproduction in which sexes are not involved. It is the reproduction by a single organism without production of gametes. In this type of reproduction, their fusion of gametes does not take place. In asexual reproduction, genetically identical offsprings are produced. Second, sexual reproduction. It is the reproduction in which two parents of opposite sex involves with the formation and fusion of gametes. There are two types of gametes, male and female gametes. Male gamete is called sperm and female gamete is ova, respectively, are produced with fuse to form a zygote. The zygote develops into a new individual. Understand? Let us learn about asexual reproduction. The offspring developed by asexual reproduction are exact copy of their parents. They are genetically identical, hence they are termed as clones. Asexual reproduction is common in unicellular organisms, in plants, and in animals having simple organizations. Asexual reproduction is of following types: binary fission, budding, fragmentation, spore formation, etc. Binary fission. When an individual produces two offsprings by a single division, the method of reproduction is called binary fission. The binary fission mostly takes place in protozoans and sometimes is found in planarians. The single cell organism of kingdom Monera and Protista reproduce by simple cell division called binary fission. The cell divides into two halves. Each half develops into new adult. Let us study about binary fission in amoeba. It is the most common mode of reproduction found in amoeba. This normally takes place during favorable period of life, that is optimum temperature, availability of food in plenty, etc. Binary fission results into two daughter individuals by a single division. The division may take place in any direction. This is called irregular binary fission. This division involves the nuclear division, which is followed by cytoplasmic division and is completed in interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and ultimately cytokinesis. Zoospores. Now let us study about zoospores. it comes under sporulation. These are motile asexual spores of algae, fungi. They use flagellum for locomotion. The zoospores are a special kind of flagellated spores. They are produced in zoosporangia. They are usually naked, that is, without cell wall. They are formed in some algae during favorable conditions. In the formation of zoospore, the protoplasm of parental cell divides into two or more than two parts. Each part forms a zoospore. The interior part of zoospores has two or more flagella. These help them to swim in aquatic habitat for proper dispersal. Zoospores may be biflagellate. Next, budding. Budding is simplest form found in certain protozoa. Budding implies irregular fission resulting in a small daughter individuals in the form of a bud. Later on, this bud is cut off from the parent body and grows into full individual. In yeast, the cell division is unequal and small buds are produced. Initially, these are attached to the parent cells. Later separates and develops into new individuals. Other example is hydra. In hydra, the buds may be cut off from the parent body which grows into new individuals. Budding in hydra takes place during summer when the animal is well fed and healthy. Conidia. Conidia. These are the asexual spores of fungus generated by mitosis. Example, penicillium. These are oval shaped in structure but not formed inside the sporangia. These are non-motile spores produced singly or in chains by constriction at the tip or lateral side of special hyphal branches known as conidiophores. Here, non-motile means non-movable. These are produced exogenously, dispersed by wind, and germinate directly by giving out germ tubes. In phylum Ascomycota, conidia develops on special stalk conidiophores. Gemmules. These are the internal buds of freshwater sponges. They resist drought, high temperature, freezing, lack of oxygen, etc. Vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is a type of asexual reproduction in plants in which a portion of fragment of the plant body functions as a propagule and develops into a new individuals. Some plants are able to multiply by vegetative method, which involves the production of new plants without the act in fertilization. Vegetative reproduction of plants is that form of plant reproduction in which the new individuals arise from any vegetative part of the parent body, that is root, stem, leaf, etc., and possesses exactly the same characteristics of the parent plant. Methods of vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is of two main types. First, natural vegetative reproduction, and second one is artificial vegetative reproduction. First, natural vegetative reproduction. Naturally, it occurs by runner, rhizome, suckers, tuber, offset, bulb, etc. It is the modification of stem which reproduce naturally by vegetative method of reproduction. First and second one is by root. The roots of some plants produce adventitious buds on them which give rise to a new plant. This type of roots are found in sweet potato, tinospora, dahlia, etc. The buds present on the root grow into leafy shoots which called slips. Each slip gives rise to a new plant. Next, by stems, it is a type of vegetative reproduction in which modified or normal stem of plant develops a new plant. It is of following types. Runner or stolon. It is a slender stem that grows horizontally to ground. A runner is also a weak stem which runs along the surface of the ground. It arises from the axillary bud of the older plants. It bears scale leaves. The buds give rise to adventitious roots and new plants. Naturally, it cut off and separated develops into new individual. The example is strawberry. Next, rhizome. Rhizome is also a stem which grows horizontally. It is the modified underground stem. The nodes and internodes may be distinct. Circular leaf scars are seen at the internodes. Axillary bud may give rise to new rhizome. At the end of the new growth, an apical bud develops which grows at the beginning of the next season and produces leaves and flowers. Example: iris, mentha, ginger, canna, etc. Sucker. In it, main stem grows vertically and from its underground part arises a branch which grows obliquely in soil and then come out to form a new aerial shoot part which produce a new plant. For example, mint, cherry, apple, etc. Tuber. The tuber may be the modification of either a stem or a root. It is an underground storage organ. Tubers modified plant structures that are enlarged to store nutrients. These are short, thickened underground stems. It bears minute scale leaves with a bud. It has the ability for developing into a new plant. Example: stem tubers of potato. In potato tubers, axillary buds are present in the axil of scale leaves. Each bud develops into a new plant. Root tubers are adventitious roots which swell up because food is stored in them. Second example is dahlia. The tap roots are found in dicotyledonous plants. The tap root may swell up to store the food material, for example, carrot, turnip, etc. Next is offset. Offset is a small, virtually complete daughter plant that asexually produced on the mother plant. They are generally found in aquatic plants. Thick and fleshy runner of aquatic plants is called offset, which develop tuft of leaves at the apex. Here, apex mean in top portion and tuft of leaves, that is group of leaves. For example, pistia, commonly known water lettuce, Eichhornia, commonly known water hyacinth. Next is bulb. A bulb is a short stem with fleshy leaves or leaf bases. The leaves of a bulb are fleshy, which store food material in them and are surrounded by brown, thin, peppery, scaly leaves. The scaly leaves are leftovers of previous year's leaves after their food material is consumed. Each bulb contains one or more buds which grow into a shoot. Each shoot produces a new bud at the end of the growing season. Towards the ground arise fibrous roots from the stem. These are classified as adventitious roots because they arise from the stem and not from the normal tap root. This is called tunicated bulb. For example, onion. Another types of bulb may be like that of garlic, in which a number of cylindrical and separate fleshy scales called cloves are arranged, and a group of such cloves is enclosed in a whitish paper tunic. Do you know which plant is called terror of Bengal and why? Aquatic plant, which is known as water hyacinth, its name is Eichhornia also, is considered as terror of Bengal. It was first introduced in India because of beautiful flower and shape of leaf. It rapidly reproduced by vegetative method, offset in short period. It drains oxygen from water and leads to death of fishes and other aquatic animals. Hence, it considered as water weed. So, let's end this lectures here. In the next lecture, we will study about artificial method of vegetative reproduction or asexual reproduction and micropropagation, that is tissue culture. So students, I hope you all understood these topics. Today we studied about lifespan, reproduction, types of reproduction and natural method of vegetative reproduction in plants. It will take 4 to 5 lectures to complete these modules. और एक बात मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि आप लोगों को अगर इस टॉपिक में या इस चैप्टर को पढ़ने में कोई दिक्कत हुई हो या कहीं पर नहीं समझ में आया हो तो आप लोग मुझसे डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो। ठीक है, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा और मैं आप लोगों की यथासंभव या जितना भी मेरे से बन पड़ेगा मैं आप लोगों को हेल्प करूंगी। अगला चैप्टर जो हम लोग पढ़ेंगे इसके बाद का जो चैप्टर है सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट, वो हम लोगों का मेन चैप्टर है जो कि हम लोगों को प्लांट से रिलेटेड है ये। और ये इसमें जितने भी जो टॉपिक इसमें छूट गए हैं, अभी जो फर्स्ट चैप्टर में जो हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं जो कम पढ़े होंगे और जो ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं होगा वो हम लोग नेक्स्ट चैप्टर में वो कंप्लीट होगा और वो बहुत डिटेल में हम लोगों को पढ़ना है। इसलिए कृपया आप लोग थोड़ा पढ़ाई में ध्यान दें और अच्छी तरह से लर्न करें, है ना? ओके, थैंक यू, स्टे सेफ, हैव अ नाइस डे, बाय।